Today we are prepping for my cross-country move with my two cats. I've lived in 6 different places throughout my life, 2 places being out of the country, but this will be my first move that I have made alone, by myself, cross-country. So I am going to take you along with me while I pack for the road, shop for some healthy snacks, share some tips on how I'm going to keep this road trip stress-free and relaxed, and most importantly, keep myself entertained. And then towards the end of this video, we will be saying goodbye to my very first house and taking you on the road with me. First things first, I have to get packed now because I have to move everything out of the house. That way it can be cleaned. That means literally all of my stuff in boxes. So I decided I'm going to pack a carry-on suitcase as if I'm going on a trip. That way I put everything in there, all of my essentials, and I won't forget anything. I think I'm only going to need about 4 outfits, and then I'm also going to be throwing some other things in there for the rest of the week. But what I'll be showing in this video is the stuff I'll be bringing on the road trip because I dress a specific way when I'm driving in a car just for comfort. And of course, I try to keep it a little stylish. One of the main things that I'm doing to keep myself entertained on this drive is downloading some musical playlists and, most importantly, downloading audiobooks. Because there's no better time to listen to audiobooks when you are stuck on a very long road trip. One of the books I'm extremely excited about is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and that brings me to today's sponsor of this video, Blackstone Publishing. So Blackstone Publishing just came out with a new audiobook narration of The Great Gatsby. If you don't know what The Great Gatsby is about, it's a classic novel that is about Jay Gatsby, who falls in love with this girl, Daisy Buchanan, and ends up changing his entire life and turning into a different person to try to win the girl of his dreams. It's a story about love and obsession, and it's based within the jazz era, and it is just absolutely beautiful. But the reason I'm so excited to listen to this audiobook narration is because it's narrated by none other than Tanner Buchanan. And yeah, he has the same last name as Daisy Buchanan in the book. So if that's not meant to be, I don't know what is. Tanner Buchanan is an actor. He's from the movie He's All That, amongst other things. And because I know who Tanner Buchanan is and I've seen his work, it's even more exciting for me to listen to an audiobook narration having a face to the person speaking. It just makes it that much better and that much more entertaining for me to hear. I also have a physical copy of the book too, and it is just, it's the prettiest book I've ever seen. And there's also photos throughout the book of different popular scenes, and my favorite one being the green light at the end of the dock. Believe it or not, I've actually never finished The Great Gatsby in its entirety, and The Great Gatsby is one of my all-time favorite films. So I'm really happy that I'm going to have an amazing story to listen to while I am traveling. If you would like your own copy of this book or the audiobook, you will find a link for it down below in the description box. And thank you so much to Blackstone Publishing for sponsoring today's video. Now, back to the rest of the books. For the rest of the books that I have currently downloaded, but I'll most likely finish some of them while I'm in the middle of cleaning the house and packing up the trailer because I just like listening to audiobooks whenever I have the opportunity, are mostly books by Marie Lu. I think she's officially my favorite author now. She is an incredible author and has so many different stories that I am now stuck exploring all of them. So I've got The Young Elites, Sky Hunter, and Warcross. 3 different stories. The other book that I have is The Vanishing Stair. This is the second book to Truly Devious, and this is by Maureen Johnson. The next book I have is Percy Jackson and the Olympians by Rick Riordan, and I can't believe I've never read this. I hope it's good. I've heard good things. I hope it's good. And the last book is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. And I've already read this book, but I've never listened to the audiobook narration, and that book was so incredible that I really want to hear it again from someone else telling me the story. If you have not read the series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, go pick it up. And here are some of the books I will be bringing along with me in physical form to read when I get to the Airbnbs. So of course, I've got The Great Gatsby. I do plan to listen to the audiobook while I am reading along with it, because I think that would be really fun if I don't finish it in the car, which I most likely will. The next book I'm bringing is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, and I will probably finish this before I even leave officially, because I only have about 40 pages and I don't know why I haven't finished it. So I left this out. I didn't pack it away because I either want to leave it before I move or while I'm on the road. The next book is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I got this for my birthday. It was my birthday book haul, but I have not finished it yet. I've just been so busy packing. I haven't even continued reading from page 76, I think, sadly, but so far it's amazing, and I plan to read this one on the road. And the last one I will be reading is a summer read. This will be in my summer reads video coming up in the future, but this is The Summer Getaway by Susan Mallory. I figured a nice summer read, beach vibes, a nice vacation getaway sounds lovely when I am on a road trip. The reason I'm bringing books along with me on the road is because I think doing something that is consistent makes me feel as if I'm not traveling. It's not as stressful when I get to do one thing a day that I normally do every day, you know what I mean? That's why I'm bringing some books on the road. Another way that I will be keeping myself entertained is by downloading some musical playlists on Spotify. My friend Kiki actually sent me one called Kiki's Tavern. I plan on listening to that because it's just medieval Renaissance fantasy vibes, and I absolutely love themed music. Another playlist I'm downloading is Vivid Evocation. It's my playlist of my top songs that just make me super happy. And then of course I have some more themed music that I plan on listening to as well. I kind of try to stay away from music that has too many lyrics when I'm on a long road trip because it will get really annoying to me, and I don't want to be annoyed by any songs. So I normally go with things like jazz or classical music, more instruments, less lyrics. Well, now that you know all the ways I plan to keep myself entertained on the road and in the car, we gotta go to Trader Joe's and get some snacks. We gotta get that done. So you're coming with me. This is actually what I keep all of my stuff in, is this basket. This is my snacks basket, I guess. My boyfriend got this for me 2 years back for my birthday, and he was like, this is where you keep all of your snacks, so if ever you want to have a picnic somewhere, you have a basket full of goodies. So I'm going to be filling this up with everything I got from Trader Joe's, and this is going to go in my car for the trip.
Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, the northern lights, yeah, we're all affected.
So I wanted to share with you guys some of the things I will be bringing with me on the road to kind of help me remain stress-free and relaxed. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to show you. The first thing I'm bringing on this road trip, because it's a long drive, it's 3 days, is this massager. This has been such a lifesaver because I have restless legs, and when I go to bed at night, my legs get really restless and I have to use this on them in order for me to be able to fall asleep. And the same thing happens when I drive or if I'm sitting still for too long. Since I'm gonna be on the road, I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to make myself comfortable and bring this along if my legs start to become restless and twitch. The next thing I will be bringing is some back support. So this technically isn't a back brace, it's more like a corset, but I like to wear this whenever I'm traveling. The next thing on my list is this liquid concentrate chlorophyll. I like adding this to my water. It has a lot of health benefits, but I also really enjoy the minty flavor of it, and I felt like this would be a good mix-up from my normal water that I drink. Next is this amino energy electrolytes. I got this from Whole Foods, and it just wakes you up instead of continuously drinking coffee. It's filled with lots of vitamins. Again, just another thing to mix it up if I'm feeling really tired and I can't drink coffee, or I didn't have coffee during the day and I didn't feel like stopping for one. I'll just keep this in the car because this always works. The next thing I'll be bringing in the car with me is pillows. I'm going to be bringing 2 pillows, one for my back, one for my butt. I think I'm gonna sit on this one. I just want my seat to be super comfortable. I want this to be enjoyable, and I think having pillows is really comforting because it's something that's in bed with you and then it's in your car. You know what I mean? It kind of just gives the vibe of comfort when there's pillows around. And the last 2 essentials for my car are 2 pairs of sunglasses, and you're probably asking why. Well, this one's for the day and this one's for the night. My eyes are very sensitive to light, which is why I got these. These are blue filter lenses, but I will say they're from Amazon and they're cute. There is an insane glare when I look this way, which isn't very helpful, but at night you can't see it. But during the day, I can see it. Like, I feel like you can see it just by looking at me. But I want to bring both of these because when I'm driving at night, I don't want to wear glasses. So I'm pretty much done with everything. I got my bag packed, I got my car washed, I've got everything in order for my cats, and I was going to organize my car, but because it's raining outside, I can't really do it yet, and I don't really have too much to do in there. I already have my basket full of goodies, which will go into my car, and I already have a basket for my cats as well, so I guess I am organized in that way. I just have to put it in the vehicle. I feel like this move, saying goodbye, is going to be very emotional because this is my first time as an adult being able to rent a house and live in a house by myself without my parents. So it was a really big step for me, and I'm gonna be really sad to see it go because this house is just beautiful and the neighborhood's beautiful and the state is beautiful, but it's time to explore somewhere new.